Promo Card Game Federation here with a sweet local match. We're going to be having Pete take on Andrew. This is a slightly different location. We're playing at a different friend's house. You guys might have saw it on the live stream we've been doing. We're going to have Black Conflict Mastery versus Black Perceptive, so some black on black crime. For those of you who, could take a joke. They're going to be rolling for it. Now, you guys know that Tien, of course, is going to have a spectacular early game and wants to go first, so winning that first dice roll is going to be pretty pivotal. Andrew's going to go ahead and power up Tien a little bit, and he is already ready to rock. I'm going to say he's probably going to go ahead and enter combat already. And maybe not. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Okay. I'm going to say I'm less familiar with the secondary promo stack for Raditz. My apologies. I never got back to building a Raditz deck. It was just one of those. I wouldn't call it low priority, but you guys know exactly what I mean. You have deck ideas on the back burner. So he's going to go ahead and activate what I assume is a when entering effect for his level 1 Raditz is searching out a setup. Makes sense to me. He's all setup based. So he's going to go ahead and draw us 3 in response. We're going to see Andrew's going to open up with a Gut Crusher, which is a little interesting because that is normally held in his hand until the very end after he's done some milling and can get the full benefit of the damage on that one. So we're waiting for Pete's doing the wise thing, asking how much damage. Now, for those of you who forget, and those of you who are rule meisters, asking how much damage does it do is not the same as saying it was successful. Please don't mix those up. He's going to go ahead and play a Black Knee Catch. He's going to raise his anger 2 levels, which is pretty awesome. And I would take a guess he might have... Okay, he rejuvenated the card, and I guess he raised his anger. I'm less familiar with the level 1. Never used it. Obviously, oh, wow. And he's going to go ahead and respond with a Tien Tri-Beam. It's going to go ahead and make him mill 2. How ironic, it drops out another knee catch. It's almost like he didn't rejuve a thing. And he's going to go ahead and search. I'm not sure why Andrew is searching. Oh, he milled a card that does that. He milled a Gut Crusher? Yeah, milled a Gut Crusher, so he's going to go ahead and search out a drill. All this is pretty helpful. All this is pretty, important. So neat. It's going to go ahead and go off. He gets out an early Black Absorption drill. For you guys who know that when that starts to stack, there you go. When that starts to stack, he's going to start putting the style card to the top. And I cannot believe, DeCarlo, if you ever hear this, why in Hades did you ever think the Black Absorption drill should be able to target any card? Where did that ever cross your mind? Okay, and it looks like Pete's going to go ahead and wisely end the combat, and that is one of the ways that you get away from your hyper aggressive opponents. I'm going to take a wild guess. Andrew must have known that about Pete's deck and decided to just try to get a couple of licks in before he finishes it. Oh, that might be a little scary. He's going to throw out a Super Ball, and I'm going to say I don't know the effects on the Super Balls hardly at all. Now, one of the reasons being, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have not gotten around to actually printing out all of these, all of the superset. And there's a reason for that. I've been slow to adopt it. I was a little hesitant over the whole thing. There's a lot of power creep in this set, and it makes me move slow. Okay, Pete's going to go ahead and pass. He's going to rejuve. I want to say that was a promo, I can't even think of the word. Defensive burst. I could be wrong. Okay, he goes back over to Andrew. I'm going to assume, being that he has to have an ultra-aggressive posture and going in every combat, he's probably going to do that.
Hey, what does this set represent? I'm trying to remember.
Andrew doesn't remember the level 1 Raditz either. Well, at least it's not just me.
Wait, character-wise, it has to be all of...
Same to Trump.
At some point, I have to introduce Pete to the newest Black Style Mastery that favors setups. It's probably a better fit overall with Raditz's Power Suite. It does beg the question why it isn't that right now.
I think as far as it goes?
I never paid much attention to Super.
Okay.
I think it's shit.
Wait, Premier Seraphin Z? Oh, no, Busaka.
Okay, waiting for Andrew to decide what he wants to do.
How much the current Dragon Ball Super set encompasses.
He is going to enter.
Oh, hurry.
Yeah, like the actual...
It's going to go ahead and draw us 3 in response.
So, I'm going to say...
Ooh, Andrew opens up strong with the confrontation. He's going to search that hand. He's going to drop a card back into, or shuffle a card back into Pete's deck. Looks like I can see a physical block, an energy block, and a black schematic. Ooh, Time as a Warrior's Tool was in that hand. Wow. It just depends what Andrew's packing, but realistically, there's only one target in this thing.
Stuff like that.
I would dare say, yeah,
I haven't got a look at Andrew's hand. I thought I saw another Gut Crusher. Okay, he's going to put time back in, promo time, which is something I have to keep reminding myself that's what that is, because the artwork still doesn't jump out at me. Okay. Got Pete resolving the effects dash, shuffling it back in. Oh man, I sure wish Pete had a combat ender at this point. In the bottom left-hand corner, there's a cat. I sure wish Pete had a combat ender to just dip right out of this one. But I was thinking, I was like, whoa, he's got the super balls in this one. He can't use, Earth Ball 7 and just dip right out of combat. I was like, that's not how this works. Okay, he's going to go ahead and mastery. I thought I saw a black declaration in his hand. Yep.
Premier of Pansy is Saiyan Saga.
So to my knowledge, since conflict is still kitty cat, conflict it is all one sentence. To my knowledge, it still works with black declaration, so you get all the ditch on that one. That is going to go ahead and push him up enough anger to be able to jump to level 2, which is likely to be very helpful. I don't recall the improved level 2 what it does. So my apologies. I might have to pay a little bit more attention to how they're playing it to be able to figure that out. It was like Tien's. Nails improved level 2. I don't remember what it is. Okay, Andrew's going to go ahead and activate Tien's level 1, banish the top card, search out a name card. He's going to snag a Tien's Tri-Beam, which is going to be a sweet idea. I always thought that Tien was a strangely useless character, like profoundly useless until we hit set 4, and then all of a sudden he had an archetype. It's like one card separated it. Come on. It should never be like that, in my opinion. Also, I don't know why Andrew... No, he doesn't ever wants dead hands. That's why he doesn't have DBs in his deck to be able to mitigate mill.
The other one.
Okay, back to Pete, who's got to come up with an answer of some sort. Black deck, yeah, clearly Absorption Drill, which would be a very wise card to get back out of there, because you don't need him stacking Shinola in this one. The last thing you want is a Tien who has longevity, when what he should have is a... Remember the... No, maybe you don't know. Our little way of describing Tien's deck was always, you're going to hopefully kill your opponent slightly before you kill yourself. Okay, going to finish the shuffle on the Absorption Drill. Ooh, we're going to start opening up with the Tri-Beams. Oh, no, I'm trying to remember. The Shoulder Slam just lets him lower anger on the mill, I think. It's not a crit. At least I don't think so. Okay, Pete mills, then he takes the actual damage. At least at this point, he's not getting his level 2 damage buff, so it cannot crit. He hits a significant amount of endurance. I think he's going to activate the Dragon Ball, and then he's going to go ahead and make him mill? No. He's using the second shot of it. I don't know what the Dragon Ball actually did. My apologies. Okay, he's shot off the second shot of a Tri-Beam, and it's going to go ahead and make Pete skip, so even if he had an idea of a response, he's not going to be able to fire it back off. There's a lot of 2 anger energy attacks in that discard pile.
That's also the part where you could bring up somebody...
I have to say Black was one of those styles where, as far as how that style leveled, all they could say is throw 2 anger at it. I don't know why that was a way to do... Ooh, no! He's going to Defiant Challenge. Rough. So that means we're going to have 4 shots of Tien's Tri-Beam so far. Let's see if we can get above 4. We really shouldn't, even in the best of times. You guys remember... I don't know. I'm trying to think. No, Raditz doesn't have an attack. I guess maybe his setup counts as an attack?
Steel Wool is abrasive. Comet Powdered Cleaner is abrasive.
Okay,
Is it for a named attack?
Yeah.
Oh, he is going to go ahead and ditch it. And I'm trying to remember, that black card does something when it gets ditched. So my apologies, I don't recall exactly what it does. I think it gains stages or raise anger or something of that nature. So he is going to ditch it to use a... It had to be a named attack card. So does Raditz's special defense count as attack? I don't think so. We might have had a minor misplay. But there was technically another option, so it's not like he couldn't have did it. Okay. Oh, he's going to use Raditz power, banish a Tien's Tri-Beam from the top of his discard pile. Wise and powerful.
And that's where I'm just like,
Made him ditch a card from his hand, but again, it was a card he wasn't going to need. It was a physical, and there's the Tri-Beam. Get the mill going. Wonderful. And a double Sunday falls out. Son of a gun. No, I forget what that one does. I think it's a minor energy attack.
your personality's
Okay, he's going to use Raditz Special Defense, I believe it's called. He's going to black Schematics. Now, the only real point to using a black Schematics at this stage would be to hopefully have run Andrew out of anger-lowering cards. Or it could be that Pete now knows without a shadow of a doubt in that deck is Absorption Drill.
If you don't have to be a jerk to somebody,
Or he's going to...
or worse, act like you know.
I can't make it out, and I'm so sorry. It's supposed to be Smoothness?
Don't talk to him like you know him.
Because sometimes the promo art still fools my eyes and thinks it's other stuff. It's from playing a game for this many years and memorizing stuff at a glance of what cards are and do just from the slightest peek of the artwork.
We're never allowed. We're banned.
Okay. I need to know the story about space.
Cards in hand.
All right, we're waiting for a response here to see if Andrew can keep pressing the attack. He already threw all the tri-beams in the known world. Come on. And there it is. There mother loving is. And Pete is going to go ahead and take a critical damage because remember, if you made Jamil, you don't get any prevention. And sadly, remember when we said this? We said it. Pete could ditch the physical block because, why would he need a physical block against a Tien deck? And here we are. And he stole the Dragon Ball and the critical damage.
That's Space Ghost. Okay.
That's the guy.
Ooh, it was, and it blows that card up because it is styled, and Black Perceptive's ability to wipe the board isn't brought up nearly enough for this, with this deck, but it did come in handy. Alright, that one finally ends, and poor Pete, took a significant beating in said match. That was, pretty painful,
Space Ghost tape trade.
Yeah, he's got a straight up hate on me, dog.
Whoa. So, I don't remember. I thought Black Command was relegated to only being able to be discarded in combat for Anger Rays. I'll have to look at that one because I think that might not be a most recent printing version, but I could be wrong. Okay, Andrew's going to do the same. He's going to pass, rejuvenate the physical block that become an Omni if you've milled. Goes back over to Pete. Pete draws his 3 for the start of his turn. He's got fun stuff going on here.
Colors that represent different, or at least once upon a time, different methodologies. So black was your sneaky style, right? It was the one that was supposed to come at you sideways and damage you from another way.
He's going to pass, rejuvenate a knee catch. Yeah, I could see Pete doing that because you've already watched Andrew throw all of his gut crushers this game.
Hardest to play build.
Without stacking them, it should be the end of them. So, it's not a bad thing to put your physical blocks away. Okay, Andrew's going to go ahead and stay aggressive, and he's going to go into combat. Let's see what he opens up with. He's going to open up with Tien's Power. I think that's Warriors of Earth or something like that. I don't remember. And he's going to grab a Tien's Prep. So it looks like he's going to try doing some leveling as opposed to just tri-beam spamming. That's kind of neat. Now, this match is actually closer than it might appear. Though Pete has taken significant damage throughout, it's actually Andrew over here that, through all the self-mill, has kept it closer than maybe it would have been otherwise. But like we said, that is the way these things go. Tien will hopefully kill his opponent slightly before. Okay, he's going to activate the level 2 power. He's going to make him banish a card. I believe he's going to make him ditch a card. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty bonkers.
Because this needs more support. We've been trying to figure out how to make this work, but it needs one more set of black setup support.
Okay, we'll see what's going on here.
Remember this? It's neat. It does really bizarre stuff.
Black meditate.
Ooh, he's going to prep it. He's going to level. Ooh, we got Sphere! For those of you who remember your late 90s WCW, and the Sphere!
So, you're going to be managing...
Okay, I believe we're waiting for Pete to respond now that the Sphere's been played. He's going to do a second Black Schematics. Wonderful. Now, let's see if wow, he even hopped to Raditz level 3. And I remember correctly, Raditz 3 and 4 are usually the levels where he's going to go ahead and do a lot of crazy stuff with looping. Excuse me.
Oh, okay. So you need to know what everyone else is running.
Yes.
Okay, so I was thinking about it. Ooh, he's going to get it. I don't know if any of the Raditz levels do any milling at all. I don't know if he's going to be able to utilize it. If he does, that'd be magical. He could stack his deck back and be able to maybe recover some of the damage he's been getting.
So that's the kicker for this.
Ooh. And then he's going to go ahead and banish a card to activate Battle Pausing to draw the top 2. Lame.
And that was all he did.
Yeah. She's like, I remember you.
I don't know. Did Pete just pass? Is it really back to Andrew's action that quickly?
The other cat is not. She'll run from you.
Yeah.
She loves butt rubs.
She loves head rubs, butt rubs. She loves attention. But yeah, and I know Mario can attest to this. To break down essentially sets 1 through 4 going pansy.
Hold on, what's your ring at? 3, right?
Really
Created.
Whoa, use the Raditz level 3 power that apparently lowers anger, which is fantastic.
Red hulked out.
Makes a mill, banish one. Darn.
discarding stuff. No.
That's an excellent power. Now he's going to go ahead and perform a discard search for something. I assume he's going to target probably a setup for the discard.
Probably, but you would gain. You know, like let's say you had something weak in your hand, you could pitch the weak to gain stronger.
Is there a face to look at this?
Okay, waiting for him to resolve this one to see what it is he's going to search for.
This is nuts.
Double
But
sided.
By the way,
Oh, okay.
was
He's going to stack up that setup onto his deck, the Double Sunday.
I'm going to build up.
Now, I might have the name wrong, but I'm also describing as it sounded in the old Dragon Ball Z Budokai games. He's screaming Double Sunday. And he gets off another Tien's Prep. I assume he just plain had 2 of them in his hand, and I just didn't notice. He's going to lower anger, Pete's anger 2, raise anger 2. He's going to go ahead and activate. Looks like a couple cards triggered from Mill. I didn't see what they were. There it is. And he's going to stack a Tien's Prep with a Mischief, or excuse me, a Tri-Beam with a Mischief, which is pretty impressive. That would be one of the uber combos to make this deck continue to do what it does.
Cut that if you like.
well, it plays pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, Red Ruthless compensates a lot. I mean, not
Okay, now he's got to resolve the last part, rejuvenate this one, and draw a card.
deck ideas.
Okay, and that would make it Pete's action. If I know Pete, he's going to play cautious over there. Even if he had a card or 2 to throw, he knows that Andrew has 1 or 2 more actions at least, so he is going to pass this on his hand. It's going to go back into Black Energy Web. Woo! There it is! Black Resistance, and he's going to stop that and raise the anger 1. Nice.
What? Oh, we're just talking about how the last tournament was just those 2 guys. It was just
Yes.
and if I would,
Okay, I'm not really sure what made Pete have to mill right there.
Broly.
there wasn't many or any.
I was the one.
For funsies.
Oh, he mastered. Wow, I was there that evening, and I have the nerve to forget that. Okay, and then, of course, that led him to have the card that needs to be shuffled in. I believe it was yet another Mischief. Fun. And that's going to generate some anger because of the type of card that was targeted with the Mastery, and he's going to go ahead and shoot up to level 2, which, if you guys don't remember, I know that Tien's level 2 was lackluster and he tended to stall out on it. Like, I'm aware of all that, but I'll still say, this one's so much dramatically better that it might be too much better. But just don't listen to me. I'm just a guy who sees that and sees, like, with a couple of drills out there having a massively damaging move.
You just say what you need. I will make it happen. One way or the other.
How much?
It'll either be.
Okay, he's going to fire off Tien's level 1. Remember, he gets 2 shots of it. So I want to say it's something like 3 life on this one altogether.
You go get it printed.
Tien again.
Okay, fire off the second shot. I didn't see what it was he did. It's too promoted. It's too flashy. Oh, it must have been Annihilation, I would guess. So he got to rejuvenate a card.
Depot, because they
Wow, that was a debacle. And Pete's going to go ahead and be his turn. He's going to get out a black power-up, super needful. Love it. I think it's another Dragon Ball out there, but I also don't know which one it is. I'll know them by sight by the time we do another one of these. Just brief myself about what they all do, what their associated artwork is.
It's fine.
One of ours exploded in our printer, so it's kind of because it was like.
You know, I think the Dragon Ball Super Balls, I think they, if I had to put my finger on it, they're so much more powerful. They're so much more in line with the Namek balls that it makes the Earth balls look even worse by association. And I know I still think this slug can be a pretty good deck in most scenarios, but I'll still say, wow, those things were weak. And the Super Balls just shows you, like, no, there wasn't going to be a further balancing, and no, this wasn't the new level that the Dragon Balls will function at, at this level of, like, utility, at the Earth Dragon Ball level. No, they're just going to be ridiculous.
All I did was play Piccolo back then, and those were your 2 win cons.
Okay, Pete's going to go ahead and pass and redo. Very important thing to do. You wouldn't see me going without that one. I realized that Pete hasn't triggered Black Absorption Drill. Now I'm trying to think. At any point, was he banishing the top of Andrew's deck? I want to say he did so at some point during that combat. Oh, wow. I don't know if Andrew's in the most aggressive posture. Is that a Black Mischief in his hand? He's got targeting to make a really long turn and lots of actions. Is it a dynamite hand to go in on? No, but is it still better than most hands that I draw? Yeah, definitely. Okay, Pete does declare combat. Andrew declares combat. Pete's going to go ahead and do that. And he's going to sphere the targeting. The one move that could have saved him. Woof. Oh, no. Hey, Tien's prep fell out on the sphering of that one. I just realized that might just put it in a spot where Andrew could snag it if he's carrying like another battle pausing or something fun like that. Hey, he actually passed the action. No. He's going to go ahead and play a Raditz special defense, and he's going to go ahead and attach. He's going to use as an action function. It became such an important part of the game. It always seemed like it was so strange early on. It was the only thing with wording like that.
No hit.
He's going to use the physical attack that's on this level. Apparently not very substantial.
Then you'll put like your energy that you can on something.
Let's see what Andrew's going to do in response here.
What did we do?
Tien's. Black double team goes back to his hand.
MPs, we're fine.
What do you mean?
Oh, it was.
Just throwing this 3 life card energy. Jeez, if I was Pete, I'd just dip. Just call it. But then wait, we were talking about this one. Andrew has a lackluster hand. That might have been one of the reasons he pressed this particular combat was to make Pete burn up the power up on this combat. And, it would be better for later. Okay. He mills. He hits Dragon Ball. So far, so good. Oh, no. He's taking damage, not mill. Okay. That was kind of crummy. Okay. And Raditz Special Defense drops out another Dragon Ball. And there we go. Damage is accounted for. That's just the first shot of his level 2 Tien. Andrew's going to go ahead and raise his anger off of that one.
I don't know. He sounds amazing on paper.
Sure, crit.
Really?
Yeah. If you saw his name cards and junk.
Whenever I use a crit.
That's what I need a lot more. I need more named cards.
No way. Pete's going to go ahead and generate a crit and pull that Dragon Ball back. That's pretty great.
He's one of the best the game ever produced.
He doesn't touch Andrew's anger. All right.
Mystic Gohan?
Oh no, Future Gohan. He's balanced but effective. So he's not broken like Mystic Gohan.
I was gonna say. I thought.
All right. That Dragon Ball made Andrew mill, and it's going to go and trigger Absorption Drill, and Pete got at least one use out of that card. Come to think of it, it would be just as important to keep that out of Andrew's hands, the Absorption Drill, than to actually utilize it yourself. If I can't have it, no one's going to have it. I'm not happy, no one's going to be happy. Okay, let's see what's going on. I believe Andrew's choosing it. Black double team. Ooh, Pete was wise and got himself a knee catch and 2 anger for his trouble. Beautiful.
I'm gonna say the guy.
And he's gonna power up. Okay. And that's gonna be that.
Mystic Gohan or Draku?
I feel like everybody complains about Future Gohan.
No way. Sorry, I meant to say Mystic Gohan or I did say Mystic Gohan or.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just having my old man yells at Cloud moment in the background.
The game, he was so bad.
Yeah.
I do stand by that, though. I still stand by that 1 MP forced the game to reevaluate how it was structured. I think you should have just changed the MP. I'm clearly talking about the Draku stack. It needed mild balancing to be effective but good, to be effective but not broken, and they just didn't do it. They said, let's just go with broken and dumb. And I'll bring it up all the time. His level 1's fine. It's a great level 1. So someone camps level 1, it might be the best strategy to do with the whole stack. His level 2 is a mandatory discard. His level 3 is a hit. And I want to say his level 4 should have been a discard. And voila, he is suddenly effective but not broken. Probably still the best Goku stack, but not, warping the game out of shape.
He named names.
I saw it. with my own eyes.
Okay, Pete's going to pass, rejuve, and now Andrew begins his turn.
Names, but he ain't taking attendance.
That's interesting. That came out a moment later. The drill that lets him mill 4 to be able to basically sphere things. He's going to pass Rejuvenate a Mischief, which is a great idea. It does help to recur itself. He's building up a good-sized board. There's a good power-up right there. Oh, and he's going to use the drill to mill 4, and he's going to do that.
Nice.
Got a crit. What's even happening?
Who's winning so far?
He is.
So wait a minute. What produced the crit?
That.
Oh, right. Shut that up.
And then that.
Oh, Shoulder Slam produced a crit on the mill. Wow, I haven't thought about that in a really long time. I don't know if Shoulder Slams just don't get milled as frequently as they used to with all the other milling options that are out there, but that is nuts.
You know that one.
I'm wanting to get some.
Though it perfectly syncs with everything Tien, so that's neat.
Promo time? Are you talking with the manga art?
Okay, generated a crit. He's going to go ahead and steal the Dragon Ball. He's going to name a card and make him destroy it. That's nice.
Oh, yeah. That was Tree of Might.
You had Tree of Might on one of them?
No, that was from the Tree of Might tournament that we just played back in November.
He's going to end combat with it? What is going on? I guess it makes me wish I knew the Dragon Balls more, but combat was just ended.
Yeah, they shouldn't have, but they did.
What's that?
Yes, level 4 Goku Blue.
Enter no effects.
Did you know about that?
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're starting combat. No one enterings on Andrew's side. Pete, I don't believe it is one enterings either.
You know name cards.
He's going to open up with a Tien's Prep, lowers anger 2, raises anger 2, and rejuvenate itself and draw on the rejuve.
It's technically in Resurrection F, which is the second arc, which is why it's in here. It's really splitting some hairs, man.
Rejuvenate 5 drills.
Yes. That is reminiscent of his original Premiere stack, which was, I don't know, man, it was okay. Funny story about these guys. Beerus and Goku, and I don't think...
Okay, waiting for a response here. Not sure who's going to do what.
If you look closely at the way this functions, that's Goku's command name. You know, his original name card from early game. Like, that's...
Oh, that is broken.
Pete's going to throw a double Sunday at him, huh? Use a crit, steal the Dragon Ball back. Does he want to name that drill and kill it? Yep, he's going to do it.
And Vegeta has freaking, his Big Bang attack at Final Flash.
Ooh, they get stopped with time, and I believe Pete is out of spheres. They already came in handy, already turned the tide. Okay, it's back to Andrew's action. Let's see what's going on here.
And then there was one where...
is that on the floor or any other computer? I want to keep you through it now.
Ooh, he uses his first shot at Tien's level 1, or level 2 power, rather. He's going to mill out a Course of Mischief, and I would just presume he's going to snag usual stuff. Okay, a Shoulder Slam. Wow, that means he put back everything else. That means all the Tri-Beams except for one are back in. No, he didn't use his Tien level 2. He used Solar Flare. Don't ask me how I missed that one against the mat on his. It was only the slimmest thing that made him look similar, the smallest amount of blue next to him.
Because I have a lot of the commons and stuff, or I don't know if I have.
But you're thinking like all the other shit. Right?
What's
like,
up?
All the
this.
Oh, the damage.
Like
4 life.
Like all the card that comes out.
Okay, 4 life with the small damage boost on this level. It does come in handy. Turns 4s into 5s. Time! Beautiful. A perfectly timed time is a warrior's tool to keep that from happening. Pete's may activate combative. Looks like he might be doing it. He is going to ditch a corruption for it. And if I remember correctly, he should end up with 2 anger? 3 anger? I don't remember when it gets ditched. I want to say it's that. No. It banishes. That's right. Woo! Lost a Tri-Beam out the deck. Devastating.
I have things. I have wants.
Well, send me a couple and I'll...
Man, will I.
Oh, boy.
This funny thing about this game. Premier set had a bunch of rares in them. Rares you never got more than 1s or 2s of. Like red high kick, heel kick, red heel kick. I had to go buy a set.
Andrews his opportunity to respond. I guess now he's going to start shooting his Tien level 1.
Lower anger 2 levels to grab an attack for your discard pile.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Okay, he's going to put back another Mischief and another Shoulder Ram. And that could have been an instant replay. Or it was just the same dang thing, that's all.
Uncommon rare.
Like a rare you're not likely to open from a pack very often. Like its numbers are off.
So red heel kick.
Yeah, you know Red Heel Kick. Shoot. I only have ever.
Okay.
Black Bolts.
Whew. Again,
And again, I was
lots of Mischiefs. If there's ever a card I'm going to strip out this deck, it's going to be Mischiefs as far as taking all copies of a certain card out of the deck.
Yeah, Sand Saga rares. They were just.
That one.
Yeah, you know that. Dude.
Woo, now he is level 3.
Holographic set of 3.
And that, it should be Black Combo, the promo. Raises Pete's Anger 2.
Sold out.
And let's see if Andrew's just going to take a handful of power stages.
Yeah,
If he's got a block.
It's gonna be great.
Annihilation.
Oh heck yeah! In fact, like when I'm gonna play.
Oh, use Black Annihilation. Am I wrong? Did Andrew throw time up at some point as well?
Maybe some Captain Gideon.
Time.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and not mill him out. Banish a handful of cards from his discard pile. He wasn't recurring so much as all that, so I don't think it's too much of an issue.
A certain person didn't know how to play the game very well, so I had to make it to where it didn't need you to know how to play the game very well. Oh, this is the another blue Ginyu, except it's the blue resourceful Ginyu, so it's that mastery he's using, but for Ginyu.
Oh, okay.
So it's neat.
Awesome.
But these guys remember that I had built this for Francesca, and who didn't know how to play the game very well. So
Okay, somebody needs to make a move
you
here.
need to basically do 120 cards, life cards of damage to kill this deck.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead, look through it. Check your endurance. Do a running count in your mind, or at least an estimate.
That's
Is that
something.
everything?
Cam got intrigued right there.
Yes.
No, that's actually something that I need to take and actually kind
Okay, we've been sitting here for some time. If I allowed myself to use the fast forward button, this would have been a tempting time to do so.
Yeah, look at that. Got all over the place.
That's pretty
of 6 of each.
Wow, and Pete is going to go ahead and pass Rejuvenate a special defense, right? A special defense is going to go back over to Andrew.
Ratios generally never go. I mean, this is just for me. Is 6 and 6, 6 physical, 6 energy blocks. If you got some omnis above that, fantastic. But those are your bare minimums.
Answer.
Okay, all right. Andrew's able to aggressive posture well enough. And Confrontation made it back into it. Ooh, lame. Oh, no, this could be it. This could be it. Dead cards and Dragon Balls. Like, dang.
That's another uncommon rare to find for set 1.
Like, Pete's deck got shuffled a couple of times there, especially with things like Confrontation, forcing a shuffle. How did this happen?
For like some rares, you know. Oh yeah, Hachiak. He's a neat ally, I think. Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm slightly. Energy.
Well, the clear thing here is going to be the fist catch. Knee catch is probably the only thing.
The way I describe this deck is surprisingly effective. Old Ginyu voice is terrible.
It was.
You mean the greatest?
Okay.
Are we
And
talking
then what you going to respond with, Pete?
Strong Ginyu or going
Blue
Ocean?
Ocean Dub for sure.
You know what? Ocean Dove, I liked him so much, but I wanted to see him do stuff. And what hurts is that the Ocean Dove kept going on in Europe. I didn't know.
There's a gap though. There's a gap of episodes that were never.
Okay,
covered.
let's see what's going on here.
From Ginyu up until
Not
like,
sure if Pete's weighing out his options or who's supposed to be doing what at this point. Because sometimes when we have this much time between actions, it's a little
I
distracting.
was doing like in the Blue Saga. I was like, what?
Solar Flare. Right.
Ooh, Solar Flare.
Okay, so
Or your
yeah.
anger one.
Turn off Raditz's power. Fantastic. Ugh.
Energy block.
Lower Pete's anger, and we darn well know Pete ain't got an energy block.
I would.
Unless he's going to get rid of special defense, which he probably should. No, you guys think Andrew has a
I have 3 and 2. I'm very
tri-beam in his hand?
barely
Each
light.
block you need.
Okay, Pete's going to risk it, take a little damage, not hit nearly enough endurance to eat most of it. Ouch.
Consistently blocks. 3.
Or all of
three
it.
mastery. I'm sorry, 6.
It's going to mastery, ditch a Dragon Ball. And like I said, since the mastery doesn't seem to check,
Hybrid deck who doesn't believe
I think that's mostly just to put it to the bottom. It doesn't actually do anything.
You're not gonna block a whole bunch. You don't need to, because there is no long game You have a main early game, and really so mid game, no late game.
Yeah, basically it's for Tien. He's literally at the freaking imperfect cell, freaking just taking freaking tri-beaming him.
I think we might be witnessing why this fight took so long. Or, if you're looking at the clock here, I was like, this fight seemingly went on a long time despite being so decisive early on.
Rule we've said for a long time is you're going to want to kill your opponent.
He's resolving something over here. I think he's going to do the 8 banish.
Because all of his stuff hurts himself. It's middle of the top.
Yeah, he's doing the 8 banish to jump up a level and chuck an energy. I would hate to think that Pete might actually die from this energy inadvertently before Andrew has a chance to actually do any damage. Do any real damage.
It happens.
And then I am a little energy blocked.
Well, is it
Ouch.
more than 3 and 3?
Oh, it's a physical or
6
energy?
and 6.
Energy.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh, energy. Doggone. Oh, no. Oh, Pete takes the hit, and he does die. A very humbling death from the level 3 Tien, which might actually be a record of some kind, considering no one ever died to that before.